The idiom time flies means that time passes very quickly, often without you noticing. We often say, time flies when you're having fun. For example, we've been talking for 3 hours already? Wow, time flies.
Bear with. This is a polite expression we use to ask someone to be patient and wait for us, especially when we need a little more time to finish something, explain a point, or sort out a small problem. It's a gentle, professional way of saying, please stay patient with me for a moment. For example, you might hear someone say, please bear with me while I find the right file. Bank on. This is a common daily expression. We use it when we feel completely sure that something will happen, or that someone will do what they promised, so sure that we are willing to depend on it. It carries that feeling of trust and reliability, like putting your money safely in a bank. For example, you can bank on her to finish the project before the deadline.
The English idiom, once in a blue moon. This is an idiom meaning very rarely, something that almost never happens. For example, my brother calls me once in a blue moon, so I was surprised to hear from him. Today's idiom, call it a day. This means to stop working or doing an activity, usually because you've done enough for the day. For example, we've been working for 8 hours. Let's call it a day.
Act on. This is a useful phrasal verb. When you act on something, you take action because of advice, information, or feelings you've received. You don't just hear it, you actually do something about it. We often use it with words like advice, a tip, instinct, or information. For example, she decided to act on her doctor's advice and started exercising every morning. Ask around. This is a common phrasal verb. We use ask around when you talk to many different people to get information or to find an answer, instead of asking just one person. Imagine you lost your keys, or you need a good plumber. You go from person to person until someone can help. For example, I'm not sure who can fix it, but I'll ask around and let you know. Bail out. This is a phrasal verb. We use it when someone steps in to rescue another person from a difficult situation. Very often a money problem or a tough spot they can't escape alone. It can also mean to suddenly quit or abandon something before it falls apart. For example, my brother bailed me out when I couldn't pay my rent. Today's phrasal verb is break down. When we say a machine or vehicle breaks down, we mean it suddenly stops working properly. People also use it when a person loses control of their emotions and starts crying. So if your car breaks down on the highway, it has simply stopped running. For example, my car broke down on the way to work, so I had to call for help.
The idiom under the weather means feeling sick or unwell. We use it in everyday conversation when someone is not feeling their best. For example, I can't come to work today. I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Figure out. This is a really common phrasal verb. We use it when someone finally understands something after thinking hard, or when they solve a problem or work out how to do something. It often comes after a bit of effort, confusion, or trial and error, that moment when things suddenly click. For example, it took me a while, but I finally figured out how to fix the printer. Bring up. This is a phrasal verb. We use it when someone introduces a topic or starts talking about something during a conversation, especially a subject that wasn't being discussed before. People often bring something up in meetings, family talks, or casual chats when they want to raise a point or mention an issue. For example, please don't bring up the budget during dinner.